A city at risk of collapsing, the cost of the search for gold in Zimbabwe. How illegal gold mining is leaving a trail of destruction and threatening lives in the mineral-rich city of Kwekwe. Kwekwe, Zimbabwe. Dorothy Moyo says a prayer every time she walks, runs or drives around the neighborhood in central Zimbabwe, afraid that the earth will give away from beneath her feet, dragging her underground. The 36-year-old's fear is not an uncommon among the hundreds of families living in the Globe and Phoenix community, a mining compound in Kwekwe, more than 200 kilometers, which is 125 miles from the capital Harare. Last year, on an afternoon in mid-May, Moyo had visited the local school, Globe and Phoenix Primary, to check on her daughter and to get an appraisal from the teacher when suddenly the ground began shaking. She vividly recalled the moment she heard the noise of the falling desks and chairs, followed by the screams of children. I was just a few feet away from the scene, clearly indicating that I was also in the danger zone. It was scary, Moyo told Al Jazeera. Instead of going to rescue those who were crying, I ran for safety, she admitted. 14 children were injured when the class caved in an illegal small-scale miner burrowed beneath the pillars that had held the school up for more than a century. Although only one classroom collapsed, findings from the Department of Civil Protection said the whole area was in danger. In the aftermath, the school was permanently shut down and 900 of the 1,500 affected children were transferred to the neighboring school, while others used offices at the Globe and Phoenix mine as classrooms. After the collapse, there have been other similar incidents caused by illegal mining in Kwekwe. In communal areas around the city, livestock have been the main victims of the earth giving in. But in another incident, near the Globe and Phoenix compound last May, a house collapsed and was swallowed by a mine tunnel, authorities said. Tons of gold. A part of Zimbabwe's broader macroeconomic roadmap towards achieving an upper-middle income economy by 2030, the government unveiled a plan in October 2019 to revitalize the mining sector and create a $12 billion economy by the end of 2023. The last available figures from 2022 put the value around $5.6 billion. This plan would be driven by the mining of gold, which is Zimbabwe's biggest export, along with platinum, diamonds, chrome, iron ore, coal, lithium, and other minerals, the government said. Kwekwe, in Zimbabwe Midlands province, is a key site for mineral and mining. The city of more than 100,000 people houses the headquarters of Zimbabwe's largest steelworks, a major power-producing plant, and the country's largest ferrochrome producer. It is also known for its rich gold alluvial soils and is home to one of the biggest gold mines in the country, the privately owned Globe and Phoenix mine, which was founded in 1894 but has been operating on and off since 2002. Exploration in the surrounding area, as well as the emergence of the mines, shows the existence of tons of gold. As a result, in the past 3 decades, thousands of small-scale miners searching for their fortunes have made their way to the city, digging pits on the surface and tunneling underground. After last year cave-in at the school, the Zimbabwe Environmental Law Association (ZELA) issued a statement expressing concern about the way minings were being conducted. The collapse of the classroom block at Globe and Phoenix Primary School is once again a reminder that irresponsible mining is retrogressive and should not be tolerated at any level, the environmental watchdog statement said. Although ZELA said it appreciates that mining is a backbone of economic recovery and that strategies like the $12 billion mining economy are important for development, it noted that a successful strategy must take cognizance of the environment, the communities, and be supported by a strong regulatory and monitoring framework. This incident must be a clarion call for authorities to act on the best possible ways to regulate the artisanal and small-scale mining sector to discourage illegal activities and non-compliance, warned Sela. Kwekwe's mayor, Councillor Albert Musungwa-Zinanga, told Al Jazeera the city has bylaws in place with regards to trespassing on private property, which they are enforcing. However, others need to be updated. When it comes to environmental safety laws, for example, the city is instituting bylaws to protect the central business district from mining activities, he said. Some of them we're going to be working on so that we enforce the things not covered when those bylaws were formulated. A web of tunnels. Illegal miners, many of whom travel from place to place in search of gold, often burrow on the outskirts of the official mine territory or in the now disused underground tunnels that were mined previously. According to residents and environmental activists in Kwekwe, illegal miners do not abide by responsible mining practices, often targeting the support pillars within these underground tunnels. Runyararo Priscilla Mashinge is the current chairperson of the Midlands chapter of the national human rights organization Zim Rights. She is also a small-scale miner herself, working in a group with other artisanal miners in Kwekwe. She said illegal miners burrowing underground put people at risk, and she feels that the authorities must ban all mining activities near the central business district and residential areas in order to save people's lives. At Globe and Phoenix, we saw a classroom sinking. Many other houses have been affected, Mashinge said. In Kaika, another mining area, also, it's the same issue. We are in a total mess, especially with no legal actions being taken. This is affecting surrounding communities. Mashinge said that in the now disused parts of the Globe and Phoenix mine, the underground pillars that have been left untouched for strategic reasons so that the mine would not collapse. But now illegal miners are threatening those foundations. The whole city is on top of a web of tunnels, she said. But now the artisanal miners, when they see gold on the pillars, they burrow through, posing danger to human lives. The pillars are blocks of untouched rock that are purposefully left underground to support the overlying strata as mined material is being extracted. While these mining companies levels the pillars and the gold they contain, untouched to protect the stability of the whole operation, illegal miners looking for any bit of gold often target the pillars in old mines without regard for the structural consequences. The economy has contributed to this, Mashinge said, but it is regrettable. Speaking to Al Jazeera, small-scale miner Patrick Hokoyo said miners like him do not usually dig further underground but often follow existing tunnels in search of the yellow metal. In some cases, things are hard as you will be tracking gold underground only to see it on the pillars. To us, it is about gold. It is only when something happens that we are told it was support pillar, Hokoyo explained. Despite the imminent dangers, Mayor Zinanga said artisanal mining will not hinder the future of programming in Kwekwe and its master plan to use resources found in the city to improve infrastructure. We are actually seeing the reduction of Mokorokoza because most of the people that used to be roaming around the town during the day and in the night have been driven away, the mayor said, using the local Shona term for the illegal miners. Zinanga said most miners are now city residents or people with former claims to a piece of land with gold deposits. Above the law, Kwekwe residents have been calling for illegal miners to be actively blocked from using disused underground shafts. Despite the recent cave-in and warnings from authorities, these miners have resisted and continue their operations. We do not own these pits. In fact, we do not have permission. We get access to the mines from bosses or miners who wanted to be identified only as Charles told Al Jazeera. Locally, bosses are politically linked individuals who illegally run some mining pits yet have unchecked power. They do not go underground themselves, but are paid a cut by miners who are desperate for areas in which to search for gold. Man the entrances to the mines, and to have access means we pay in return in the form of gold, Charles said. Another miner, Ngositsa Ashe Shitvetu, said that because their operations are illegal, they need protection from people connected with government officials. If you look, this globe and Phoenix is operated by a mining company. Truly, I can't just come from home and enter, then start mining without someone shielding me. Mabo says are the people we literally work for. We are shielded by them, he told Al Jazeera. Most artisanal miners fall under the Zimbabwe Miners Federation, headed by Henrietta Shuwaya, a niece of Zimbabwe's President Emmerson Mnangagwa. Early this year, Rushuaya was arrested after illegally duping Indian investors of $1.5 million in a post-mining transaction. Last year, Rushuaya was convicted after attempting to smuggle 6 kg, which is 13 pounds, of gold to Dubai. She was fined $5,000 and handed a wholly suspended 3-year jail sentence. She also featured as a central figure in the Al Jazeera documentary series Gold Mafia, which exposed gold smuggling and money laundering by senior Zimbabwean public office bearers. Rushuaya remains free. Commenting on the illegal mining in Kwekwe, Farai Mugu, the director of the Center of National Resources Governance, said politicians are behind the illegal mining activities taking place in Kwekwe and the town of Kadoma, about 70 kilometers or 45 miles north. And that's it from Egypt's Africa. Stay tuned to USA political updates.